The third Republican presidential debate sparked new fireworks from the top 10 GOP candidates. The two men at center stage, Donald Trump and Ben Carson, were often overshadowed by their rivals. Marco Rubio and Fiorina did the most talking. Other candidates spent time complaining about the questions.
The party's chairman blasted the moderators, saying they did, in his words, a disservice to their network, our candidates, and voters. Major Garrett is at the University of Colorado Boulder. He covered the debate last night. Major, good morning.
Good morning. RNC Chairman Reince Priebus also said CNBC ought to be ashamed. The network is not. More on that in a minute. The debate did tackle big issues, entitlement spending, tax reform, and the national debt. But overall, the old saying applies. There was more heat than light. It was hard to focus through the noise, but some moments in this debate broke through.
Senator Paul, so you're not interested in an answer, John? I'm interested in an answer from Senator Paul.
Like this exchange between former political allies Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio over votes that Rubio has missed while campaigning.
I mean, literally, the Senate, what is it, like a French work week? You get like 3 days where you have to show up? You can campaign or just resign and let someone else take the job.
Rubio implied Bush was a hypocrite for not criticizing other vote-missing senators who have run for president.
The only reason why you're doing it now is because we're running for the same position and someone has convinced you that attacking me is going to help you.
Frontrunners Donald Trump and Ben Carson both took fire from Ohio Governor John Kasich for policy proposals he called unrealistic.
You just don't make promises like this. Why don't we just give a chicken in every pot while we're coming up with these fantasy tax schemes?
He was such a nice guy. And he said, oh, I'm never going to attack. But then his poll numbers tanked. That's why he's on the end. And he got nasty.
Former Hewlett-Packard CEO Carly Fiorina had to defend her tumultuous tenure that included tens of thousands of layoffs.
And yes, I was fired over a disagreement in the boardroom. There are politics in the boardroom as well.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz detected a pattern in the debate questions.
This is not a cage match. And you look at the questions. Donald Trump, are you a comic book villain? Ben Carson, can you do math? John Kasich, will you insult two people over here? The questions that are being asked shouldn't be trying to get people to tear into each other.
And when the issue of government regulation of fantasy football surfaced, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie called timeout.
We have $19 trillion in debt. We have people out of work. We have ISIS and Al-Qaeda attacking us. And we're talking about fantasy football? Can we stop?
After the debate, Carson joined Republicans in calling the media biased.
In terms of the kinds of softball questions that the Democrats get and the kind of tough questions that the Republicans get, I don't mind tough questions, but it just shows that there's such a big difference.
The post-debate consensus, Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz did well and Jeb Bush struggled. Donald Trump told us he was certain he won. As for the way it conducted the debate, CNBC released a statement, Charlie. It said, quote, people who want to be president of the United States should be able to answer tough questions.